battle has just begun!
Hello, and welcome to the RobotnikIsSexy show. And this is going to be some battle spot this is going to be some VGC style double battles I had with random opponents, and I have uploaded a battle, I think, where I show off this team, but this is against human players, so everything is so unpredictable, and my team does not work 100% perfectly like it does on CPUs. That, and the main point is, it's way more entertaining to watch. So, he's got 2 Mega Pokemon lead. Thankfully for me, he's gonna choose to go Mega Lucario instead of Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan would have been a pain in my ass. I'm gonna switch in my Fairy type, Aromatisse, to take the fighting hit. I take a crit and survive. I'm slightly impressed by that. Like, I would expect that kind of damage from a normal Lucario hit, but it seems Lucario's power is way, I don't know, like, adaptability Lucario. I remember before Black and White was released, I was convinced that thing would be broken, but it's actually quite manageable, which is great for Lucario. He really needs the power boost. So I'm going to sack my very ugly Aromatisse thing, and that's perfectly good. And now I can go into Mawile, which is my obvious Mega of choice, and finish off Lucario with a Super Mega Punch, or do whatever I want to do. I still have my Trick Room in play, so I'm just gonna Mega Evolve here, going to Mega Mawile, which I recently revamped this team by adding a new member, Conkeldurr. So maybe in the future we'll get to see more from him. So I'm just gonna go Psyshock on Garchomp, and then I'm gonna go Power Up Punch on the Kangaskhan, which is great. It almost does half, so that is incredible. He is gonna go Earthquake, and that is not gonna, well, Mawile is going to get crit, so it does a lot more than I thought it would. I mean, I did get the Intimidate off on him, which, Mawile with Intimidate and doubles is crazy useful. So he's just going to go for the Sucker Punch, get some last-ditch effort damage. His team doesn't seem to be very organized as far as double battles go. It just looks like he randomly scooped up all the Mega Pokemon he had in his box and decided to go with it, which is actually a really effective strategy in singles, but in doubles, less so, since a lot of Pokemon that went Mega are quite easy to take out when they're in their regular forms. So I'm going to make kind of a risky play going for the Iron Head. The temptation was there. I guess I knew that his team wasn't going to be doubles oriented, since nothing on his team had used Protect at that point, but had anything on his team carried Protect, like Gardevoir would have used Protect, and then he would have Earthquaked, and that would have been a good combo, but obviously his team is not organized in that way, so I'm pretty much given free range to walk all over it. But then I can't really say that, because I haven't even been able to use Exploud yet, which is like the entire focus of this team, is to use Boom Burst Explode, which I do get to do right now, but it's taken me so many turns just to get to that point. Just because human players are just so much more threatening than CPUs. And even now, even when I have the small opening of going for Boom Burst, he knows this, and he's going to double target priority, Sucker Punch, Bullet Punch, but Explode, being the man he is, he clearly doesn't have max HP IV, but he still lives it. He does have max defense IV, so that probably saved him there. I go for the Boom Burst, and that's a double KO, and that is beautiful, and I believe he only has his Garchomp left. Or no, no he doesn't. Okay, never mind, I just blow him up. Alright, so that's good. That's a nice beginner match, and now things are going to get a little crazy. I had 2 other matches that I just have to show you. I just have to show you guys. I just had to make an upload for these, because they're just completely rocked my socks off. Basically, Aromatisse is the star at the ball. The new set I gave Aromatisse is incredible. So Yeah, gonna lead with Malamar and Musharna. He's gonna go for the mat block strategy, which is an incredibly broken strategy. Basically, it's a protect that protects both of you. You can only use it on the first turn. That means if it was late December, he could be focus punching me right now. Like, he could have gotten a free sub up and then gone for focus punch on anything he liked. I do have weakness policy on the Musharna, and I do carry baton pass, which means I can get super powerful Conkeldurr, Exploud, Mawile. I can just baton pass a +2 to Mawile, get the Intimidate off. It works really well. So yeah, I'm just going to take out his Frogman with superpower on Malamar, who seems to work pretty well in doubles. I have used him in doubles before, but never really against human players. So thankfully, like I said, because this is pre-Pokebank, he is not focus punching my face off right now, so he's pretty safe behind a sub. But because I know all he's doing is power-up punching, I'm really not concerned about what he's going to do. I'm just going to baton pass out into Aromatisse. This Aromatisse has full special attack investment, but because I didn't get one with a max special attack IV, its special attack is like 12 or 13 points off from perfect, but due to the fact that this Aromatisse mostly plays a defensive role, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm just going to target Snorlax, thankfully take him out with the +1 superpower. Yeah, Snorlax is well, it's pretty much a really good anti-Trick Room Pokemon, because he's going to be slower than your Trick Room Pokemon if you don't have those 0 IV speed IVs, which, yeah, whatever, okay. So, he's going to send up Blaziken now. Blaziken, you're adorable. You are so adorable. Do you think you can hurt my Pokemon? You're banned right now. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to go for a +2 superpower. Manages to kill him even with the resistance, so now I'm a +3/+3, I think. Yeah, because I took out the one guy, took out the frog, took out the Snorlax, and then took out frog number 2. So I'm at +3/+3. He goes for a bulk up. I predicted him to go for protect, just to stall out the Trick Room, because I thought that would make sense. And this team seems to be more doubles oriented. I mean, he has a mat block Pokemon, so you know, pretty much good there. And then he's gonna go for Endure, which is fine. That's perfectly good. And then I'm gonna whip up that protect, or not protect, the reflect. So now, what do I have? +5 defense on Malamar? Then I just take him out with, well, I don't take him out because he endured, but I go for the Psycho Cut, so I show him there's no hope, and I think he runs after this. Which, by the way, I think all of his Pokemon were French, which is why they had different names, because you can't actually nickname your Pokemon on random matchup, so those are all the French names. Fun fact. Now we're going to have, I believe, the final match against Richard, some guy named Richard with the cool panda hat. You know it's got to be good if they get the panda hat with the sunglasses. And he's going to lead with Togekiss and Garchomp, which is a completely scary thing. They're definitely two Pokemon that like being together in doubles, especially now, because Togekiss is fairy and flying. So, fearing everything he has, I'm just going to switch out into Musharna, just trying to brace for the hit, and we have double pink things on my side of the field. My doubles team is almost mono pink. So he's going to go for Earthquake, as his Togekiss goes for a Follow Me. Aromatisse is going to go for Trick Room, and I'm not really sure what Musharna is going to do. I don't quite remember. I might Baton Pass into Mawile and get the Intimidate off. Yeah. I'm going to Baton Pass, get a free switch into Mawile. And, yeah, actually, that was the main reason I wanted Baton Pass on the set. It wasn't actually to pass any stat boosts, it was so I could have a safe switch into other Pokemon while my partner Pokemon used Trick Room. Honestly, I thought it was genius, and it actually kind of is, because I get a free switch into Mawile on the first turn of Trick Room, And then, because I'm the speediest thing in Trick Room, I get to whip up a Reflect. So we got Intimidate plus Reflect, so his Sword Dance is negated. This means Mawile can take a single hit from Garchomp, which is kind of huge. I've got 2 Fairy Pokemon, so you know, if Garchomp wants to use Protect at any time, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'll hit you next turn. So, but his Togekiss is still spamming the Follow Me, so that his Garchomp can set up. But because of the Reflect, his setup is null and void. It doesn't even matter. So Mawile is going to take this Earthquake, well, not well, but well enough to survive. And then he's going to go into Volcarona, which is a huge problem. My team was very Volcarona weak, which is another reason to add Conkeldurr, because Guts boosted Rock Slide is a thing. So now I'm going to go for my my last move on Aromatisse, which is Heal Pulse. And yeah, now I'm almost back to full. That means that Garchomp's Earthquake didn't even matter in the slightest, although I'm not completely back to full. So Mawile is going to dodge the Heat Wave, which probably mattered, but I'm not sure it did matter, because I did get off the Heal Pulse. I might have survived on a small amount of health, especially since attacks that target multiple targets are cut down in power. So yeah, that's perfectly fine. I probably would have killed my own Mawile with Boom Burst there, but because I avoided the Heat Wave, I'm going to survive for another day. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. And now his last Pokemon is Garchomp, and I carry Ice Beam on Explode, so you can either attack me and you get hit by Sucker Punch, or you can set up and get killed by Ice Beam. Take your choice. Pick your poison. He's going to go for Earthquake, take out the Mawile, and then I just finish things off with an Explode Ice Beam. So those are 3 very exciting VGC style matches I've had. If you enjoyed this, please comment and subscribe and all that stuff, all that bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, I learned that the next VGC, the one that actually concerns X and Y, you are only allowed to bring Pokemon from the Kalos Pokedex, which means my Musharna is not allowed. Although, funny little loophole, you can bring hidden ability Pokemon that are in the Kalos region. So I expect Regenerator, Amoonguss, Scrappy, Explode, and Protean Greninja are going to be littered all over the place. It's really unfair because the Friend Safari is in the game, and you should be able to use that, so that just really, really makes me sad, because I really believe this team cannot function without Musharna. Like, what other psychic type gets Telepathy, Helping Hand, and Baton Pass? I'm pretty sure it's nobody. So Musharna is a complete perfect fit, and complements Explode, complements Conkeldurr to no end. I was fighting some CPUs. Helping Hand boosted, Guts boosted, max attack 252 Earthquakes. They just kill everything. Like, I didn't think it would be that powerful, but when you Helping Hand a Guts powered Earthquake, it kills everything on the opposing field. So Musharna definitely cannot leave, so I guess I have no option of competing in VGC for this year unless I get rid of Musharna, and I'm not really sure if I want to do that. But those are my matches. This is my VGC rant. I hope you like VGC, because this is what you get, and yeah, I will see you later, YouTube.